I'm Marcus Friend. I'm the founder of Plenty of Fish, and here we are today doing a couple photo shoots.
Hi, this is Travis Roos. I'm the photography director at Ink Magazine, and this is O Shoot. For this shoot on Marcus, our first plan was to photograph Marcus outside, and we get to Marcus's house, and within like 15 minutes, we see this cloud just rolling in, and it kept getting darker and darker. Then we're like, okay, it's going to be kind of scary looking. And so eventually we just realized we needed to make some pictures there, so we shot some of it. And then it started to rain and it started to blow, and we realized, okay, we're now taking the shoot inside. We need to go to Plan B. Before we did the shoot, we knew that we wanted to do a version of Marcus with his girlfriend and some of her girlfriends, because Marcus spends a lot of time with her, and as you read in the story, and also like some of the trips they've gone on, they've taken a bunch of her friends on the trip, and it just looked like they always had a lot of fun together, and it was kind of a crew. You know, you think of like the internet people working in these dark rooms and like not having any friends, and take him and put him in the setting where like actually he works really hard, and it is like a dark room he works in sometimes, but you know, when he goes out and like isn't working, he actually runs with a nice crowd of people, and everybody looks really good, and they have a really good time. The story's a lot about how Marcus worked and then hung out a lot, and played board games with his girlfriend quite a bit. So we really were like, well, we should definitely have the two of them, you know, playing Risk, which was their favorite game, just chilling out in their bed playing Risk in their pajamas. And when I brought that to the photographer Jeff, he thought that was a great idea, and then he talked about how lately he's really likes the use of his lights with things in action, especially things that are flying and in motion, and how it really just creates kind of a surreal scene when things are suspended and animated. So he's like, maybe we should have them pillow fighting, and we have a busted pillow and feathers flying everywhere.
We have 3 layers of down here, so this is going to go all over the place. It's going to be fun.
We're setting up this picture, and we're kind of getting pretty far down the road, getting the bed right, you know, getting them in their pajamas, and then Marcus is like, well, I'm allergic to feathers. I don't really want any feathers. And Marcus's girlfriend was like, kind of like, oh, you'll be okay, just a few feathers. It's like, okay, just a few feathers, but make sure you cover the surrounding area so the feathers don't go everywhere. Well, suffice it to say, when I left the house, they were still vacuuming up feathers, which were covered the entire bedroom, and the vacuum cleaner was like choking, and then the vacuum cleaner exploded in the hallway, and feathers went in the hallway, and I felt really bad, but they were just like, oh, it's all okay, we'll take care of it. I said, send a bill to Ink, we'll take care of it later. We kind of knew we wanted to do it at his house, because there's a lot of Marcus's stories around how he's not at his office. And even when he's at his office, it's a little odd for him, which is sort of why we made another secondary picture of him in the office sitting in a cubicle by himself. It's a big office, like 3 people in there, and he's got his office is this big glass, you know, corner office, which he's got a desk and a chair. All we did for that picture is move that desk like 6 feet, and that was it. We didn't take anything out of the office or change anything. We just thought it was a really appropriate picture for the sense that he doesn't really need an office. I think, you know, the beauty of Marcus is that he's sometimes a little uncomfortable, but I think it's kind of endearing and kind of like honest and genuine about who he is, and he's a really sincere person. So I think that the picture kind of shows that in kind of a unique way for Ink Magazine. It's not the classic hero worship you might see on a cover, but more of like, you know, a genuine person, which that's who Ink's readers are and who we like to sort of reach as an audience.